New York Governor Kathy Hochul isn't calling on Mayor Adams to resign, but is planning to tighten oversight in his office. Listen to this.
After careful consideration, I have determined that I will not commence removal proceedings at this time. My strong belief is that the will of the voters and the supremacy and sanctity of democratic elections preclude me from any other action. I am working to put in safeguards to restore the trust that is necessary to get this city back focused out of all this controversy.
Well, those safeguards include creating a new deputy inspector general position focusing on the city and expanding funding for city oversight. Former New York City minority leader Joe Borelli joins me now. Joe, good morning to you. So you have some interesting thoughts on this play by the governor. What are they?
I got some ideas. Look, I think this is less about Eric Adams and perhaps about putting some constraints on the mayor in the future, right? We have these rumors out there that Andrew Cuomo might be running. He is the big bad wolf of New York politics, someone that has known how to use the levers of the office he previously had, governor. If he runs for mayor, I think Kathy Hochul's a little bit concerned that he'll be able to do some end arounds on her. So she's perhaps using this crisis with Eric Adams because it's been all theatrics, right? This has been all theatrics from the beginning. She's never had the ability to remove Eric Adams. Either the mayor has to be mentally incapacitated or physically incapacitated. That's not clear. Or he has to have some major cause, major crime. And from what we've seen, the Justice Department's actually going to drop those charges. These are people who weren't calling for Eric Adams to resign or weighing his removal when he was indicted. It's only now that he's cooperating with federal law enforcement and the Trump administration that they think that they can remove him. That's not lawful.
Okay, very interesting perspective. You're saying that she's not playing checkers, she's playing chess. In layman's terms, she has a better relationship, according to you, with Mayor Eric Adams than she did with Governor Cuomo. So she's worried about Governor Cuomo being the next mayor. Do you think that that is going to happen?
I think it's a possibility. Look, the polling numbers are there. If Mayor Adams continues to follow this trajectory where he's not doing particularly well, the door is open for Andrew Cuomo, and he's probably got the best chance to win the race. I think Kathy Hochul is a little bit afraid of that new dynamic.
And there's the primary in June, right?
Yeah,
so there will be an election. I mean, Cuomo hasn't announced yet, but it's expected that he will.
It's expected. There's rumors of fundraisers emerging that are for an undisclosed candidate or perhaps someone who might be running. But everyone knows that behind the curtains, it's Andrew Cuomo getting this race ready to go.
Okay. So regarding the issue at hand, though, Mayor Adams said in a statement responding to Governor Hochul, he said, while there is no legal basis for limiting New Yorkers' power by limiting the authority of my office, I am willing to work with her to ensure faith in our government is strong. So do you think that Kathy Hochul saying this, though, will rein in Mayor Adams' powers enough so that he can't work with the Trump administration on illegal immigration?
I think they want to give the other elected officials in New York the opportunity to continue lawsuits against the Trump administration. As it stands now, if Eric Adams says, hey, we're not going to sue ICE for coming here into our migrant shelters. Right now, the other elected officials don't really have that ability to bring a lawsuit on behalf of the city of New York. That would give them this power. So it is taking away some power from the mayor. All the other stuff about oversight and regulations, I think that's to rein in the office of the mayor in perpetuity.
Okay, yeah, and we learned this past weekend that New York City does plan to sue the Trump administration over seized FEMA funds. So do you think that's still going to move forward?
I think it is. I mean, the city's gone broke over these migrants, $6.5 billion. So even this $90 million allocation is important. But let's be clear. The federal government's reimbursement rate for American homelessness is $12.90 a night per person. We were spending $360, $370 per night per migrant to house people at luxury shelters. That's where that was our choice, right? That was the city of New York's choice. Why should federal taxpayers be on the hook for that?
Yeah, but very interesting that you think that this announcement yesterday had less to do with Mayor Adams and more to do with Andrew Cuomo if he were to run for mayor and win come November. Joe, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.